Hi, this is Cooking with Leslie, and this is the show for people who don't love to cook but feel like they need to learn or want to learn anyway. Today we are making Hawaiian Haystacks. And Hawaiian Haystacks, it's a little bit of a different dish, but I find it to be really enjoyable and very delicious. And so what they are, you have a base of rice, and then you will top that with cubed chicken, and I like to kind of fry my chicken in butter. Top that with chicken gravy, and then we have all kinds of toppings. So here we have our rice, we have our chicken gravy, and this is where the mostly clean cooking comes in. I do like to do clean eating, clean cooking, but today I am using the packaged chicken gravy because I kind of have a hard time making chicken gravy from scratch. And then all of these things will be our toppings. It's kind of nice because you just kind of do it buffet style. All your vegetables will be diced, and then I'll just set everything else out, and it's just kind of nice because everybody can just add whatever toppings that they want to their plate. Okay, I am now going to start cutting my chicken, and I'm going to go ahead and, you know, I just kind of like bite-sized pieces, and I'm just using packaged chicken tenders here. I like to cut chicken on a paper plate. I don't like to use my cutting board for chicken just because of the germs, the bacteria that chicken carries. So I like to do it on a paper plate so I can just throw that away when I'm done. I've got my chicken all cut up into my chunks, my bite-sized pieces, so I'm going to set those aside and get ready to do my vegetables. Now I have washed my hands very well, and I washed my knife very well also, because you can never be too careful when you're using chicken. Like I said before, chicken does carry bacteria and raw chicken, and so you do need to be very careful about cleaning it. So the vegetables I'm going to be using are celery, green onions, tomatoes, and green pepper. And use use your discretion as far as vegetables go. You can use just whatever you might happen to have in your house, or just use anything that is your favorite. It's really just personal taste. So we've got all our vegetables diced. I like to make them kind of smaller pieces because in each bite I like to taste each vegetable. So that's kind of the idea behind slicing everything really small. And then as far as the rice goes, I have a rice cooker, and so if you have a rice cooker, just cook your rice according to the instructions. And if you don't have a rice cooker, I really honestly don't remember how to cook rice without one, so you're going to have to Google that one on your own. It's time to cook the chicken. So like I said, I'm going to fry it in some butter. One thing about my cooking is that I do prefer to just use coconut oil or butter for all of my cooking. I just feel like they're healthier options. I do know that olive oil is also a good option, but it's not a favorite of mine. I don't really like the taste of it. So I'm just letting my butter melt right now. And the reason I've chosen butter for the chicken, I've done this once before, and it just put a really nice kind of a brownish color, nice pretty color to the chicken as it cooked. And it had, you know, just a little bit of crispiness to it. And Rory's in here because he knows Mommy's cooking chicken, and that's his favorite. So you might hear him whining in the background. You will very likely hear him whining in the background. Our chicken is close to being done. As you can see, it's getting a nice golden brown on it, and that's what we want. That's what the butter does for it. And you know chicken is done when you check a piece and it's white in the middle. But we'll do that in 1 minute because right now it's time to start our gravy. I'm going to get my burner on. And what you do for these packages is you just pour your powder in. And pour your water in. For one packet, it's 1 cup of water. However, I feel like that makes it a little too thin. So I usually go with about 1 3/4 of a cup. when I have 2 packages, because I feel like 2 cups of water just makes it too runny. I like my gravy to be a little more thick. Our chicken is ready. I checked the piece just by kind of pulling it apart, and you can see it's just nice and white in the middle. Let me see if I can pick that up and show you. So our chicken is all done. I'll be putting that into a bowl. And when you have these packaged gravies, it really is a good idea to stay really close to it and stir it quite often. Not necessarily continuously, but quite often. And I have it on high, so then when it boils, you turn it all the way down to low and let it boil for 1 minute, and then it's done. We are now ready to put our Hawaiian Haystacks together. I'm so excited. I've got my rice already in my bowl. So the next thing I'm going to add to it is some chicken. Just do a little bit of chicken here. Okay, that's all I want. Next goes the gravy. Don't want to overdo it. Gravy is about the most unhealthy thing you'll be eating here tonight. And then because I love the vegetables so much, I'm really going to load on the vegetables here, keeping in mind that other people are eating. And you'll notice all the colors are so pretty. I think this is more what makes it Hawaiian than anything else. It's just all the pretty colors in this dish. But also with the, you know, the peppers and the onions and then the pineapple, you have a sweet and sour thing going on. I don't want much pineapple because it is canned pineapple, so there's a lot of sugar in it. It's not very good for you. So just go easy on the unhealthy ingredients and you'll be fine. Slivered almonds. And I will just top it off with a few chow mein noodles. And be ready for my first bite. I'm going to stir it up so I get a taste of everything. Make sure I get a piece of chicken in there. Pineapple. Perfect. I hope you've enjoyed watching me make these. I hope you're brave enough to try it on your own. The hardest part is just the prep work of slicing all the vegetables. Enjoy.